It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shakir sent in motion left. Here's 2nd and 11. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So now the former longtime Lion Sam Martin out to boot it away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't. When it
caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. And he drives this forward to the 6. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen to throw. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
2nd and 4. Laporta with the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down, Lions.
Montgomery now up the middle. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 3 now. Tight end going in motion here. From the 48. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Patrick going to motion over left. First down throw from Goff. Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. One of the tight ends in motion left. Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Goff. And he sails that one over the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from just 23 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Flushed out of the pocket.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. You've aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is how they mix and match their personnel. They move them around. One of the many wrinkles is sending the running back out as a wide receiver. And he's proven he's just as dangerous in that role as he is out of the backfield.
On first down, Allen. He completes it in traffic. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. Just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Rolling left. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Bass now to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off play action, Goff. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I love crossing routes versus zone defense. Those zone defenders are dropping to their spots. And with all of that horizontal action, they often get lost in zone coverage just like that.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 43, he finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Now Allen. Through right side is caught by Samuel. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Allen now on first down. Finds Kincaid. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Harold Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cook calls it in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Again, Allen to the air. This throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Play action now. Allen gets himself free. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills making a 3-score game already in the 1st. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills push their lead to 18. to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man sent left. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. Bit of an early blowout, 21-3. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Lions.
They send a tight end in motion. First down throw from Goff. Avoid some trouble there. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Goff setting to throw. Wright reels it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Goff. He sends this one to the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
Lions 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, Allen. Short pass brought in. To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Hits him on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Amendola able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Bass now to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Laporta with the grab. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Second down now, 7 to go. Motioning the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw complete to Williams. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Off play action, Goff. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Throwing again, it's Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. Down to the 10, and he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game in the first half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates now for the point after. And the kick is good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Drive starts with an option, right side. And have him gain about a handful there. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Now Allen off the play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Allen. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. He's contained at the line for no gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Goff on third. Searches from the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing now on first down, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So it'll be second down. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Play action now, Allen. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen gonna throw again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, it's gone. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Kong. We'll just huck this one into room C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Throw on third down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these third downs.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The offense headed back to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First down throw for Allen. Outright, Cooper's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
This is Cook. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
First down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
It's a gain of 6. It's in 3rd and 4.
A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Running back sent in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills driving. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. To the air again, Allen has it in close. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. Escapes the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Pass now to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. First down throw from Goff. Oh, he trucked that defender. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now gone. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The offense getting set to go. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Allen now on 1st down. He brings it in. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Second and 6 coming up here. Allen setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This will be a 44-yard look. And he missed it. It's no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He threw 2 touchdown passes, and he ran for 2 more. He did it all, as this guy's putting up points in bunches.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
They go play action with Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been come by, it takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Goff on 1st and 10. Connects with Montgomery. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing is gone. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That's one he knows he should have had. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Running this with Montgomery. He finds space for a few yards that time. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gone. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Jake Bates down for the Lions field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shakir in motion right. 1st down throw for Allen. That's to the sideline as Shakir snags it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Allen to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
There's no question this group wanted to be aggressive in the red zone. Back-to-back passing plays, but an incompletion and now a sack means they've done nothing but go backwards. Time to find a little better protection and much, much better results.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw now, Allen. He's on the move. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Bass now to kick this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, it's gone. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off play action, Goff. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the 38. He finds Laporta. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st down throw from Goff. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Gets it to him on the screen. Juke the defender. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Montgomery runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Complete. It's Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion a receiver left. From the 34. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here's Cook. And he gets this forward to the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's Allen. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Bills make it a 16-point ball game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Bass now to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Goff on 1st and 10. St. Brown's got it. Complete. We'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Give up the gut to Montgomery. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On now comes their punter. Jack Fox will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now this offense getting set to work here. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Allen now on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Allen. Into traffic, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. To throw again, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Second down now, 7 to go. To the air again, Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And in, touchdown Buffalo. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game. Pass now to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. On first down, it's Goff. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again, it's Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Goff. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Now it's Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Shakir sent in motion left. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Wright reels it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 28. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle. In this case, run him right out of bounds.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Goff to the air now. Gets this to Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The home teams and receiver Amari Cooper making their way back out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And not much on the run, but he does get across the 25. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
They've got a man in motion. Allen now on first down. Complete. It's Cooper. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Allen to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jack Campbell with the INT. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. You want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw, Goff. Connects with Montgomery. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Williams coming in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first. Throwing is gone. Taken in by Williams outright. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. The Bills getting close, and they take it down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Goff. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a 1-score ball game. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw it. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills up by 8. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. This is Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Second and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw it. He finds Kincaid. And he gets this forward to the 19. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.